So many women are accepting less than they deserve out of fear of losing a man. I know I've done it myself, but this is our greatest weakness. When we start chasing after him, elevating his value, when we feel that he's a little unattainable or unavailable to us, and we start pushing to have him in our life, we suddenly make him feel more valuable than he is currently entitled to. Because why? What has he done? In these early days, what has he done that has really made him so special to us? I imagine if you just took a little bit of time to think about some of the men that this has happened with, or if there's someone you're dating even right now, that you would discover that he really doesn't even have all the attributes that you're really looking for in a long-term partner. What we really need to do is we need him to impress us. We need to show him that we are a quality woman who has a lot going on, and we will quite happily move on to someone else or go back to our lives, that he is not the be all and end all of our well-being and our happiness, that we do have a life that we can go back to, that we don't need to chase after him, that he needs to chase us, he needs to impress us. This is the dynamic that we need to set up in the beginning for a long-term relationship to flourish. We need to set up that really distinct masculine feminine energy as well, and then a relationship is balanced and it moves forward in the way that it should. What is it that makes some of these guys so desirable to us? Is it their job? Is it their personality? Is it their looks? What is it that we start thinking we can't live without? You know what I found is that it's much more important to have a guy who is your teammate, who is your cheerleader, who's there in the tough times, who's there to build you up and encourage you and to grow long term with. That's the kind of guy you want in your life. Quite a few of these guys that we chase after don't have all these attributes. We just think they do because they've suddenly become unattainable to us. And we also have these inbuilt fears that really are bringing us down and are stopping us from meeting the right guy out there. Now, I researched some of these fears and they're real. I mean, these are fears that we all have as women. Now, the top ones are that we fear losing our looks. We fear getting old. We fear being invisible. We fear being alone. We fear, some of us, maybe never having children or never getting married. We fear never being good enough for someone. We fear financial security. These are real fears and they can't be solved overnight. But I do have some strategies that will help you going forward, because until we can focus in on what we can control, then we're going to continually attract these wrong men into our lives, men that are not worthy of the value that we place on them. We need guys that really value us and really want to impress us and really want to make us the princess in their life. These guys are out there, but while we're hanging on to these fears and these worries, then we're only attracting more of the wrong kind of person into our lives. We can't control what others feel and think, but we can control our own happiness and how we control our lives. First off, I want to say to you, stop trying to please other people. Remember to please yourself. Making yourself happy is the most important thing. These are the things that you will remember. You won't remember the guys that passed you by. You'll remember when you were happy in your own life. So stop trying to please other people. Stop living in the past. Don't bring the past with you into the future, because you're continually attracting the same thing back to you over and over again. And I've talked about this in many videos. Don't fear change. Don't fear trying new things. Don't fear stepping out of your comfort zone, because this is what will help you to grow and to meet new people and to meet those people that are right for you, those people that are authentically right for you. Ladies, don't put yourself down. You're wonderful. You don't need to have validation from anyone else. Validation comes from within you. When you are happy and confident, you will know you're in a good place. You can never get outside validation to make you feel as good as you will when you know you've done something great for yourself. Enjoy living in the moment. We so often get into these situations with these guys and we start pressuring for the future. What's going to happen? Where is this going? So what we need to do is, again, focus in on ourselves. Putting the time into yourself, into your own grooming, into your own health, into your own investment in yourself will make sure that you're not putting as much time and energy into him. And it will have him then chasing you and coming after you, because he will then start to see you as someone that is, one, a little busy and unattainable, and secondly, is a valuable person who has a lot going on. When you do all these things for yourself, you will feel proud of yourself and you'll feel confident. No man can give you all that. No man can make all those fears go away that we talked about. Only we can do that. Only we can control how we feel about ourselves. So we have to take back that control. I've got a saying, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And I'll tell you what, when you're going through some of those moments with those guys, and they're making you feel just like rubbish, you need to turn around and start looking at yourself again and start putting that time and the energy back into yourself. You'll feel so much happier, so much lighter. Life will just feel so much brighter when you focus back in on yourself and you stop putting so much value on these guys that do not deserve your time. He's a guy that really wants you, then he will go all out and he will try and impress you to win you. In the meantime, do whatever you can to make yourself happy every day. If he's not giving back to you what you need, if he's making you feel unworthy, undervalued, and unappreciated, then he's not worth your time. If he's not showing you that he's really in this for the long term, if he's making you feel confused, just not sure, and your days are spent worrying about why he hasn't called you, then this man is not worth your time. You deserve so much better than that. You deserve a man in your life that is kind and reliable and honest and trustworthy and empathetic and somebody that you can rely on long term, because you want a long-term relationship with a guy. You don't want one of these guys that's just in and out for the fun of it all. Have a really good look at the guy that you might be dating now, or the guy that you pined after, and think, is he really worth my time and energy? Have you elevated him to some kind of value that he doesn't deserve? What has he actually done for you that has made him feel so valuable to you? So like you have to have him. What is it about him that you have to have? When you turn around and start putting the focus back on yourself and start spending more time on yourself, investing in yourself, a lot of those fears that we talked about before are just going to disappear, because you can control what you do, but you can't control other people. So it's better to just spend time investing in yourself and making yourself happy. And when you feel happy, a lot of those fears are sort of not quite as important. We can't solve them all. We can't stop aging, and we can't miraculously make ourselves, win lottery or something. But we can take little steps every day that will solve these problems for us and make us feel more valued. So things like making sure that you do chase after your own goals. Make sure that you making yourself as financially secure as you can be, so that you don't feel you need a man for that. Try not to live in the past. Try not to carry those past resentments and fears and anger with you into new relationships. Try not to spend too much time just pleasing him. Remember, you need to please yourself. When you put that time and energy into yourself, you will see the rewards, and so will he. People actually value you more when they see that you are a person that puts time and energy into yourself. Elevate our own value and make us feel happy, so that we don't feel this need to be with men that are just not treating us well. So do whatever you can to feel grateful, to please yourself instead of pleasing him all the time, to elevate your own value by doing things that make you feel confident and like you've achieved something. Do something that makes you feel proud of yourself. A study goal, a new hobby or interest. You'll find that you'll meet new people this way, and that will just make you feel so much happier as well. Move away from some of ththese people that are not right for you. Maybe you need a whole new group of friends. Maybe you need a new exercise goal. Maybe you need to do a new pampering session or an anti-aging treatment. All these things will uplift you and make you feel valuable, make you love yourself more. And when you love yourself, as I always say, then others will love you back. And that's the best advice that I can always give you, is you deserve great love, and you deserve it from a great man. So hold out for the right one. You will attract the right men when you let go of the ones that are not right for you. Open up some space in your life and let him go. If he's not moving back into that space, then allow someone else to move into that space, because when you're chasing after him, maybe you're not allowing room for somebody great to come into your life. So I hope all this advice helps. Please like and subscribe the channel, and I'll be back next Wednesday with another video. Thank you. And if you haven't liked and subscribed to my channel, please do. I love having new people along, and it really helps the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much.